Hey guys, and welcome to Old World with me, Time and Tactics. Old World is a game by Soren Johnson, who made, well, he was one of the developers, or maybe the lead developer, on Civilization 4. Just came out a couple days ago, no more than a week ago. Let's go ahead and check it out. It's in early access, as you can see down here. Version 0.1.37648. Alright, let's check it out. Single player. There's going to be more options, by the way. You can do multiplayer. You can do a featured game of the week. There's going to be a seed. There is a seed in the game now. So they're going to have, I guess, challenge maps and stuff like that, I guess. Let's go ahead and pick new game. So I said he made a game. Well, he was part of the Civilization 4 game. And this is a Civilization style game, but with a different twist to it. First of all, let's just go into the game. We'll take a look at what I mean by that. But we have 7 different nations to choose from here. As you can see, we have Assyria, Babylonia, Carthage, Egypt, Greece, Persia, and Rome. More to come, I'm sure of it. Let's go ahead and pick Carthage. By the way, pay attention to the pop-ups here. They are really, really good. Not just because the pop-up shows up there, but if you just click the middle mouse button and move over here, you get the next pop-up, and that will continue for the next, and so forth. There's a ton of information there. That is really good. So, as Carthage, what do we get? Well, here's a bio. So that is the backstory, basically. A Phoenician princess who fled her home in Tyre, eastern Mediterranean, and then to northern Africa. Now, our stats are here, but let's go ahead and look at the pop-up here instead. I think that has more information, actually. First of all, play as Carthage, so we get a bonus to our science, plus 100. All cities will generate more money. We get 3 starting techs: stone cutting, trapping, and military drill. We have a law of as far as inheritance, how it works, and that's the oldest child inherits, primogeniture. And we have 4 unique buildings, shrines, all of them generating culture here, I think. Yeah, and a few other things. We have 2 unique units, the African elephant and the turreted elephant. And Dido is our leader. Here's the first thing that's different. Dido is there at the beginning, but she's going to grow older and eventually die, and then her heir will take over. And that's going to be interesting to see how that works. Families, we have 4 families, right. They are the ones who actually settle the cities, who have the units, and they have different skills, and you have to stay friendly with them to get the most out of them. That's basically the information you get down here, too. But I don't think you get everything here, actually, in this view. Let's go ahead and start up the game, and we'll take a look at it. There are 7 or 8 difficult levels. I'm going to go with a good. We'll see how things go. It's just a let's try of the game, really. Medium map, that's actually a quite large map. It's not a small map. And the script tells us about the map type. This one, Seaside, is a region bordered by or containing large seas, gulfs, or bays, offering a substantial amount of coastline. We'll see what that means in the game. Let's go ahead and start the game, and we'll take a look at Carthage and see what that is all about. So, 2 things that are important. The pop-ups are great, and we have families to deal with. And also, well, a third thing would be the fact that our leader will die. But anyway, as you can see, it looks reminiscent of Civilization, doesn't it? Here's our city site, and unlike Civilization, the city's sites are specific to these urban areas. You can see down here, there's urban, and that's where we can have our cities. It says right here, this is a possible city site. There's going to be more on the map. Wow, we're really locked in here with the mountains, aren't we? But anyway, here we have a settler. Let's take a look at that settler. By the way, it's still in early access, so I think some of the colors here are not 100% what they're going to be. Not all of the graphics is there, but it is pretty good already, I think. So our settler, what do we do with that settler? Well, we're going to settle a city, obviously. You can see the outline of the city. That's what we can use right away. Later on it can grow, but that's our starting position. Where do we actually settle, though? Well, let's see here. We have, first of all, 4 families. They are the ones here. That's specific to each nation that you have in the game. And we have Carthage here. First family is the Barracks. They are champions, and you can just middle mouse button, like I said, and hover over them and get some information. They're champions, so we get, you can see the information down here, 2 extra training used to train military units, to promote units per year for the city, any city that's where they are the founding city or the founding family. So each city will have one family, basically. All of their cities have 50% more city defense, so it's good to do, I guess, when you're close to an enemy or close to another nation. And all of their units start with steadfast, which is an extra strength, versus barbarians. Great. The family seat, the capitals, if you like, of that family, the first city settled, has 25% more of this training resource. And when we do settle the first one, we get 400 more. And we get 300 already, so that's quite a bit. We can promote our units quite a bit. And here's an important thing, the opinion preferences. This is what they care about. If you help them, or if you pay attention to these and follow these, they will be more inclined to help you out. So if we are the ones with the largest military, their opinion will go up at 40. We have the smallest one, will go down by 40, and so forth. These are laws that's going to affect them. Okay, we can only pick 3 out of these 4 families all in the entire game. So if we pick one of them, we're going to have to pay attention. That's one slot taken, basically. Now, if you want to, you can just use one family for the entire game. But I think we're not going to pick them. Instead, let's go down to the Magnates. This is one I might be wanting to pick. What are they all about? They are artisans, so we get 2 culture. That's this green on here. It's not up here in the global resources because it's specific to a city. Each city will gain culture, and as you gain culture, your level of culture goes up. Now you can create more advanced wonders and other things. And their cities will get an improvement to mines and lumber mills, 20%. So mines, right, those are good in hills. We have a few hills here. Don't have very much forest, actually, so maybe these are not the best ones. But all of their siege weapons and ships, they start with ingenuity, more strength. And when you settle their family seat, the first city, it takes 1 year less to build urban improvement. Urban being these hexes here. You can see that if we go back out of here, look at that bottom corner, urban right here. Right. So let's go back into them again, or go into the settler again and look at the next one. Oh no, let's look at the opinion preferences here. They want luxuries, and if you don't have dies specifically, they lose opinion. And then they want a couple of laws there. All right. And then we have the Hanonid. They are traders. It gives you more money per year in all their cities. And each luxury in a city will give you 2 extra civics. That's up here, and that's like a global resource. But you also use it in the city, and anything left over goes up here. You can see up there, right? Unused civics go into the national stockpile. What else do they have? We get the Caravan. Okay, that's going to be allowing us to connect cities. That is probably pretty good. The family seat for city for them will give us a reduction in the number of turns it takes to get a hamlet. A hamlet is something you can do in an urban area to gain more money. It will cost you food, though. And any theater or bath next door will be a more effective 10%, and you can upgrade over time. And then finally we have the Didonians, and I think I'm going to pick these sages. So basically the tech family here. They give us 2 extra civics per turn per year. Well, year is turns in this game. And 1 extra science per population in each city. And it costs less to put in an urban specialist. A specialist is somebody, let's say you upgrade this area here, or you put a farm in here. You can then put a specialist, a farmer in there, and they can become better over time. An urban specialist is just somebody that's inside in one of these hexes here. What else do they have? Well, we get inquiry right away. That is a project we can do in a city. It can be done multiple times, and it gives us science at the end. And we get 100 free research when we settle with them for their first city. And their opinion preferences is what? Basically, don't become too friendly with barbarians. Don't marry barbarians. And don't pillage. And then there's a couple of laws. And then we should have Gnosticism over here, plus 20. That's religion. Right. Religion, I haven't spoken about what it looks like on the screen. We'll just do this piecemeal as we go. But that's one aspect to the game. As you can see, there are 4 of them here. Zoroastrianism, Judaism, Christianity, and Manichaeism. Right. So they have different things that happen if they're a state religion, but they all have this aspect here. You can go and use civic points and then get these benefits here, right? And they wanted Gnosticism. Remember that? This one over here? Right. will cost us 600 civics. Okay, we'll see about that. Escape to exit of that. Considering all this, let's go ahead and get the sage. But where do we actually settle? Well, if we just hover over, you can just hold down left mouse button and move. We can see we have fish here, and there is a map you can look at. There's the map here, but if you go to the other map, which is here, you get a better view. Now, this map, I think, is just a placeholder. Not a placeholder, but not done by any means. But you can see what we have around here. A little bit better, maybe, right? So, fish over there, right? No, that's marble. And this here is fish. And that is fish. Yeah, this map is not great here, really. But you can get an idea of what you have. What do we have over here? We can't see outside our visible range. But here we have dyes. That's a luxury. Right. Didn't the Magnets... I think it was the Magnets that wanted that, right? If you look at the opinion preferences, yeah, they want dyes, and that is out there in the ocean. And with luxuries, you can get that from another city, and then just give that to that family. Okay, but that's outside our range. Even if I move down here, I'm not going to be able to get to it. So, either way, it's not good to be here. Better to go up there. We get a little bit more up here. It looks like we have some marble over here. It gives us stone, and that is stone there. And stone you can use to build wonders with, I believe. And so that is a good one to go there. Here is an ancient ruin. We want to go down there and check that out. Yeah, I don't know which one. You can see here, this one is better, obviously. We lose one there, but yeah, this might be a better option to go down here. We can incorporate this one, though. There's another marble here. And you know, marble needs what? A marble quarry, not a mine. Remember the Magnets? They needed mines. They were good at mines, but that's not a mine. Okay, I'd say we go down here. So, if you look at the settler we have here, we have 2 movement points. This game is a little bit different, because not only do you have movement points for each unit, but overall, you have a number of orders you can give every year, every turn. We have 8 right now. Don't worry about the +2. It's actually going to be more once we settle, but we have 8 we can spend right now. They can spend 3 orders before they become fatigued. Then you can do more, but you're going to have to spend some training resource, I think, to force march and stuff like that. But you can do up to 3 here. But that means you can't move every unit the maximum all the time. But for now, we can move. Let's go ahead and move. By right-clicking, you can see the symbol there, the order symbol. It's going to take 2 to get down there. That's fine. And you can see 2 of the dots are filled in. We're black now, and we only have 1 action left. Let's take that action and found our capital. There it is. I have the tutorial turned on, by the way, but don't worry too much about that. We'll talk about that as we go along. This looks like a volcano. Interesting. Middle mouse button click. What is volcano? Adjacent farms get more food. Adjacent cores get more stone. That's interesting, right? And that would be adjacent here. You know, all these are adjacent. We could do that. What do we have here? Temperate, hill, and clear. And if you look at these values, that's basically the terrain, the elevation, and then the vegetation. So, temperate, hill, and clear, all affecting what you do. These are olives, actually. So that's a luxury. You know, maybe we should have done the Magnets after all, because the Magnets, they care about that, right? Let's go look at our family here. The Didonians. 40 in happiness right now. Once we get to 100, they're going to be happier and they're going to help us out. But if you look at the opinion preferences, don't mess around with barbarians. Okay, don't pillage, fine. But we have to go to philosophy and secularism, those 2 laws. But we can also have other things happen. If we marry somebody from that family, we'll be better off with that family as well. Looking at the laws, and back onto here, we have the laws here. And there's always 2 to choose from in every scenario that you get. If you don't pick one of them, they cost more later on. So what did we say? I can't even remember which one we talked about. Well, we can go back out and see here. So philosophy and secularism. We don't want orthodoxy. Right. Where are they at? Oh, we don't want this one. So tolerance is better. You always get the option of 2, right? And then you have the other laws down here somewhere. But, yeah, I don't see them now. But anyway, so let's go back out and see what we're going to do. So we have one, now that we settle, we always get one scout, one slinger in our case, and one worker. The worker obviously can build, and it's not going to be spent. It's going to be something you can keep on using this worker. And there's the worker. Let's go ahead and see what they recommend. There's a mine here, 5 more iron, that's this one up here, per year, or we can get a farm, more food. And if we look at the actual city, let's go look at the city first maybe. Here's the city. We have 3 different areas where we can build buildings based on different things. Growth, these things cost growth to build. Training, this costs training points, the red, and civics points down here. And then we have 3 aspects of the city. All growth, like we talked about. And by the way, we have a settler already being built. We got that for free. We're making 12 per turn. We are partly done here. So we'll take a few more turns, 4, to get that settler. It's probably a pretty good thing to do. And then second here, the culture. Remember that I talked about? That was that special resource in a city, right? So it says right there, when it fills up, a positive event occurs. So we need 50 to do that. Plus, we have different requirements for different things. Some of those wonders are going to need certain levels of culture. We have weak right now. And then finally, discontent. We don't want this at all. Right now it's sitting at 0, which is the best we can get. We can use festivals. These are the projects kind of that you can use for festival to affect your city. This one here, festival, repeatable. We get 20 growth and reduce our discontent by 20. And that's going to be helpful because the family that's in the city is the Didonians, and they are not going to be happy if there is discontent in the city. That's affecting their opinion of us directly. We also have 1 citizen. They can be converted to specialists, like a farmer, for instance. But let's we'll leave that settler there, press escape, and then let's pick our worker. So we have a farm here. Farm gives us more food. Remember, food. Food's going to be good to have, obviously. We have right now, if you hover over food, you can see here we have Carthago is gaining 2, and for units, -3. So we're losing 1 every turn. So we may want to do that there. Also good to have that next to a river. Middle mouse button click. You can see here fresh water. Freshwater access farms +20. If we want to see how much we get, well, I have my worker selected here. I can hover over the farm. You can see the numbers. Wait a minute. Yeah, here. Oh, let me select that again. So left mouse button to drag. There's the farm. You can see there 10. So right over there. It says 10. That's the best spot. 5 and 6 elsewhere. I might want to go for the farm. We could also try to get the mine that would extract iron. That's used to get units, I believe. And then here we have the option to build barracks. We can do it anywhere within the urban or... Yeah, it has to be urban. But if we do that, we can put idle melee units. I don't think a settler or the slinger qualifies, but like a warrior. And they're going to gain experience every year, but they have to be on the hex where we have a barrack. And you can only have 2 per city, as you can see over there. It costs 40 stone right there. 6 years, and it takes 1 order per year. Speaking of orders, by the way, I know I'm jumping around here a little bit, but I just want to give you a quick overview of how the game works. We are making 14 orders per turn. If you want to know the breakout of that, you have to actually go up to city screen, and then we have 1 city here. Let's get rid of that. There. We can go down here. Look at this here. Orders, 12.1. We get 6 from the capital, 0.1 from the citizen. We have 1, remember? And our difficulty level gives us another 6. So we get that for free. Every year, 12. If you don't use all of them on a turn, you sell them for about 10 money every turn. So what do we do with this settler? Well, we could go down here, but maybe we'll use a scout for that. Instead, let's go ahead and maybe put down either a mine. What does the mine give us? 8. I'm thinking a farm, though. And now I put it on farm here. I shouldn't have put the farm there. I made a mistake. I didn't mean to click on that. Well, you do have undo as an option. Let's go ahead and pick that. And then we'll just select him again. And let's go over here. Spend 1 order, as you can see. Right click, go down there. Here it is. The farm we want is here. Let's go ahead and pick that. We're down to 3 orders now. And we have the scout selected. Now the scout is better. It has 4 actions it can take before becoming fatigued. It can't initiate combat. Has 20 hit points, you can see here. And it is better at revealing terrain. But we probably want him to run down here and get an eye on this ancient ruin. Let's do... Well, actually, can I take... again, I right-clicked. Don't do that. Left-click is deselecting as well. Select the slinger. Can he get down here? Yeah, it takes 2 orders. Let's... we only have 3 total. Yeah, but it takes 2 for them both to get down there. Maybe we will take the... We'll take the slinger, left-click, and then right-click on the ancient ruin. Let's see what happens. Survivors. This village has only recently been sacked, and we discovered a band of survivors huddling in its ruins. These destitute refugees seem eager to abandon the wreckage of their old lives and join our nation. But they are strangers to our culture. What will we do with them? You can play this in a... I didn't show the advanced options, but you can select to play role-playing, and you don't know what happens when you select these options, but I have the pop-up open, or selected here. I have that selected in the settings to see what the action means. And we get 20 more training and gain a worker. That's pretty good. Or we can get a scout and 3 more orders, just one-time shot. I think I'm going to do this here. I mean, it would be good to get another worker. It would be very good, but isn't it good to get a scout and be able to explore? If we get 2 workers, then we can prepare the grounds much quicker. Scout, I think probably scout is better. This one gave us what? You know what? Let's just go for the worker and see what we can do. Yeah, let's do that. We'll take that. So that's my worker. I don't have any more orders, so it's really, what can I do with him right now? If I select him, he's going to have to go somewhere. There is an option to build a farm here. That will take 1 order. It's going to take the order we have to do that, 3 years. Or we can select our scout and head over to, oh, look at that, another city site over here. But I think I'll take my worker. Let's build another farm. Right. Cost 20 wood. You can see that up there. Wood is used to, I think, get like archers. I think, don't quote me on that, we'll double check. Let's go ahead and build a farm here. So for 3 turns, 3 years, they're going to be busy now working away. We have no more orders left, so we can't do anything else. The slinger is here. Okay, we can't do anything with him. Scout is here. Can't do anything with him. And then the worker, we saw the worker there as well. And then the orders. We just got the information about the orders. I don't know what we saw all those again, but okay, that's fine. One thing left to do, and let's look at research. Research works the way, have you played Stellaris? If you have, you know you get options to pick from every turn, right? Or every time there's a new breakthrough. But you don't really see the tech tree, right? You just get to pick from something, and the next time you get something else. Same thing here, but you can at the same time also see the tech tree. Let's see the options we have. We have 3 right now. Ironworking, Divination, and Administration. They're recommending Divination, which unlocks the shrine. Gives us culture and money. Growth, maybe. Yeah, might be good. Takes 1 turn. Why? Because we already have 200 invested in research, and it only cost 80. So 1 year to get that. Or we can get a warrior unit here. Or this one, Administration, will allow us to do a project in a city. And then every year we gain more money. Or granary, improving farms. Might be a good one to do, but should we do the divination? We might do divination. Let's pick that. There we go. So we picked that. But I said I could see also the tech tree. What's available now, at least in the early access. Anything with a green border that we already have, given at the beginning of the game. This one here has a vial, a beaker, and that is what we're researching now. And then we'll see other ones open up as we go. We can take a look, I think, here. In the discard pile, we have other incoming things. The ones with the asterisk, Ironworking and Administration, we discarded this time. We said, no, let's not do them. Stone Boost, Drama, and Polis is upcoming next time. Okay, I think that's all I want to do. The Slinger, did we not do that? Oh, I have to do this here. That's right, I can click the X. Let me see. Okay, orders, let me do that again. End the year. So you can always end the year here with this button, or click this here. These are just informational things of what you did. So we can go ahead and exit out of that. I think that's all I want to do, right? End the year. Okay, we are in the next year, year 2. By the way, if you want to see, well, we'll talk about the victory creations in a minute. Here's our next research. We have, what, 133 out of 80. We take 1 year to get these as well. Which one we want? Right away, I think I want the stone boost. Why is that? It says right there, permanently trashed when discarded. Normally, if you don't pick something, it comes back again, like ironwork and administration. But in the case of these bonus cards, they don't come back. So if you don't do it, they're gone. It's only 60 science, and you get 200 stone. Remember, we want that maybe for... I think we need them for wonders, but maybe I'm wrong about that. We can check it out in a minute. We'll pick that. Now, if we look at our workers here, if you look at these small buttons here, this shows what you can generally do. This one here shows wonders. What do they take here? Urban building, right. They take stone. Yeah, they do take stone. And you can see in here, it says right here, developing culture. Remember, we have weak. So really, we only qualify for, I think, the oracle, right? It's weak. It needs to be on a hill. Replaces the farm. Okay. And what else do we have? The lighthouse. No, we can't do the lighthouse. That's developing. I thought there was one more. There. The Great Ziggurat. But we have to have a holy city to do that. So we can't do that either. Ah, the pyramids. Right. We can do that. Arid. If we have arid within the city, then we can do that. I don't know if we actually have arid. Yeah, we do have arid here on the hill. So we could put it right there. But not now. It's going to be probably too expensive until we get that boost, we said, right? And if you want to know more about that, we click here. And we're working on... Where did it go? Where's my stone? Oh, it's here. Wait a minute. It's here. Bonus cards. Stone boost. You can see that one right there. So that's the one. Because we had stone cutting to start off with, we got the option to do the stone boost, and we took that option. So, and by the way, anything in white shows, the white line shows you what the prerequisite is, and the plus sign shows also the prerequisite. So we need, in this case, siegecraft, which is down here, to get this one. So yeah, that's how that works. Hopefully it's not too quick. I just want to give you guys an overview here. All right, we're working on the farm. Anything else? Yeah, we have 12 now. Every turn we get many more orders. So we can take, I think I'm going to take the scout and go over here. Because remember, we're going to get that worker in, a settler in 3 years there. Let's go ahead and go, well, we're going to spend an order. So let's go all the way over here. Right click on this. There is still a luxury here. Olives, more culture. That is, maybe we should have taken that. And there's more olives down here too. Okay, so we have 5 different urban areas right there we can use. I think I want to check that out more, but use 1. You can use 3 more actions here. Okay, we'll click over there. Let's go up the top of the hill. We can see more of the terrain if we do that. Ah, we got a few more resources there. You can see them floating, which, by the way, if you pass over something, you can always go over there and harvest. If you're close enough to a city, basically you take a one-shot deal and get some of those olives, but you can come back later and get more after some random amount of time. You can see harvest is 3. If you put an olive grove on there, then every turn you get 2. So it's better to do that. But okay, I think I'm going to move him again. We still have 9 orders, right? Let's go back up to this hill here. And the outline shows you how far you can travel. That's a big open area. Arid, flat, clear. I'm just looking down here. Okay, that's him. Right, he's done. Unless we want to do force march, we can do that. But if we do that, it's going to cost 50. You can see 2 orders and 50 training. That's too much. We want to make sure we have enough. In fact, if we want to, we can promote our slinger over here. If I can select him there. Promote for 100 if you wanted to. If we click on this, we have options for combat 1. That gives us... cost 100, we get more XP, we get a strength plus 5%, guard, defense 10, eagle eye, and so forth. But I don't think I need to do that right now. We'll wait instead. Stone boost is 1 turn away. I think that's all I want to do, right? Yeah, end the year. Okay, we found a nation already. All right, okay. Assyria is over here. They're over there on the map, pretty close. How does he feel about us? Well, we have the option to look here. Cautious. So we have a truce right now. We can't attack each other. He's cautious. We're too close to him. But Ashurbanipal, the founder of Assyria, well, we have 50. No, we are a diplomat, so we have 50% increased of opinion. We can in fact go down. We can go down here. You can see your archetype. The leader you have has different aspects. Cognomen is like the nickname, but it gives you some bonuses. In our case, legitimacy is plus 20. And then the archetype is diplomat, and that means we have different missions we can have. And our charisma goes up here. And if you're a leader, like she is, that increases our civics points. If it's a general, it increases the defense strength. There's a lot to the game, as you can see. And I'm just running right through it, but there's a lot to it. And by the way, going back to the cognomen, I talked about legitimacy. That's this number here. It's in big, bold letters because it's important. This here, you can see we have 20. That means our family opinion goes up by 20. Remember what I said? If they hit 100, we get bonuses from them. Yeah, that's a good thing to have. And we get 2 extra orders every turn from that. So that's good to have this legitimacy high. Don't underestimate that. I think that's a very important thing. Okay, what else did we do? We did this one. All right, that's good. Marriage offer. Look at this. A marriage proposal has arrived from the Didonian family for Queen Dido the founder. We have 2 options. Yutpan the diplomat or Armelik the debauched is the best option. Well, let's take a look at him. We're 22. If we marry him, he's 20. His archetype is diplomat, right? More charisma. So if we take him on as a king consort, what happens then? Well, he can serve as a governor. If we have the right building in a city, we can put him in as a governor. An ambassador. 2 others, I think. I haven't gotten that far into the game, but I think that's what that is. Or charisma. So if he is a governor, charisma increases our civics in the city. If it's a general, unit defense instead. Inspired is also what he is. Governor plus 2 culture. I like culture. If you can do a wonder, that would be great. And dowry will give us 17 and a half science. Didonian opinion will go up by 40. There are 40 now. That becomes 80. Very close to 100, right? What about this guy here? Let me just get him out of there. Wait a minute. There. Oh, sorry, I was reading the wrong thing. This is the guy. I was quoting you what we are. So we were inspired and diplomat, but he is the same way, right? Yutpan here is age 20. Family, Didonian, diplomat, inspired. So he has the same as us. This guy, though, here. So I was just hovering over here, basically her, in between there. Anyway, this is a guy, Armelek, the other guy. So he is a scholar. So he's going to give us science, right? Unlocks inquiry in the capital. That's a project you can do, right? Can redraw text. Remember how we're giving 3 texts? Get a pick from them? Well, there's a button that says, I don't like him. Redraw. Give me other options. Can be a governor or a ambassador. Wisdom. Wisdom gives us more science in the city. That is great. Debauched is what? Plus 2 discontent if he's in the governor. I don't think I want that. Let's go for Yutpan here. Right, so now we're married. You can see all the people we can have here. We have no heir yet. And we can see our family here. Here's our king consort, Yutpan. So we can tell him to become a governor, but to do that, we have to go to a city. And if I go to my home city here, Carthage, if we want to do a governor down here, it says in red, no governor candidates available, requires garrison, stronghold, or citadel. In the science screen, you can see, if I can find it, where is it at? Well, we don't have it yet. This one, sovereignty. If we have this one, that unlocks the garrison, can be upgraded to stronghold and citadel later on. Probably want to do that if we get a chance, right? Put him in charge, get some more stuff out of that, right? Okay, so that is that. What else do we have to do? Humble request. Okay, something is happening. Oh, that's Assyria. Humble emissaries from Assyria kneel before the throne, unable to meet your searching eye. They have come to request aid. Future generations of our people will remember your generosity. Please, we have no place else to turn. Oh, really? You can provide iron. Memory gave favor, 20 opinion, and we'll send them 160 out of 300. That seems a lot. Or We just no position to give aid. We get more XP. Let's take the XP. I don't want to give away that much. Not right away. Research. Okay, we have the next one here. Sovereignty, I don't see it. Remember to get that garrison building. Treasury and granary for administration. Drama. Theater improvements, which gives us more culture, which is good for special events as well as wonders. Or the hamlet, that special building in the urban area of the city. Aristocracy, you can have ambassador. Centralization and vassalage law. Okay, let's maybe pick that. We have 103 science right now. It takes 120. We'll take... Well, they're saying this one. Right. And we're doing 2 farms. Maybe it's a good idea to do the granary. But we'll take aristocracy. Let's go for that. And that was the marriage. And the next unit, we still have 12 orders. We have 4 here. Where do we go? You can see the blue area, how far he can go. He's very fast. So that's good. We'll go up here. We probably want to circle around our city, right? Actually, we'll go down here, I think. Ah, that was a good one. What do we have? It looks like camels over here. Bottom right-hand corner, you can see. Harvesting, one-time shot, 23. Comes back after a while. 23 money. Or, if we have a camp on there within a city, half an order every turn. I think I'm going to go over here though right away and get that ancient ruin. Let's do that. If I can. Oh, wait. If you click the middle mouse button, you got to click again to get rid of it, and then you can move on to there, the next. So we got a mission here, or we got an event. The King's Roads. Our expedition comes upon an impressive paved road system. What time is it now? Okay. Leading between wood structures that have long since rotted away. The consensus among our scientists is that the engineering required to build such a site was far ahead of its time. What would you have us do with it? Break down the roads for stone, more stone, and XP. Or study the technology. We get a free tech, and I think I want that. Middle mouse button, hover over this. We can add roads between cities. Be great, I think. Slavery and freedom would be a law we can pick from. Let's pick this one. We're going to study this. Okay, great. Next unit, we still have 10 orders to go. Well, actually, let's spend the actions here for the scout. Here's a desert, I think. Sand is the terrain, flat elevation, and clear vegetation. Okay, middle or left mouse button to drag the map. Let's go over here. We have no more orders. We can do more, but you can see it's going to take 2 orders and 50 of our military, our training resource. We don't want to do that. But we still have 8 orders. What do we do? Here is, well, I guess we're done now. Okay, good. Did we not get that law? Let me just take a look. Yes, we do have the law now. I was expecting a pop-up there. I don't see it. So we get to pick. Normally, I think you would get a pop-up here, but if we go to the law screen, we can pick between these 2. Oh, they're available now. We have to still spend 400 civics. That's why we can't do it. We only have 332. Then later, once we have enough, we can pick between the 2 of them. We got the tech, though. Was it military drill? No, that wasn't that one. It was this one, labor force. We can add roads and then pick between the 2 of them. And if you don't pick a law, the next law is going to cost more. Or the other one, the one you didn't pick. Let's go and end the year and see if we can get our farms down here. Looks like there's 1 year left. There we go. Now we have the farms. You can see that it's working. The farm is there. They're improving the graphics, I think. So that's going to change over time. What is this here? Shrine of Melkart. Urban building, more culture and money. Enables an acolyte. An acolyte, I think, is a specialist that you can put on top of here. And then they can improve it further. Yeah, it is. So what do we do? Since we have 2 of them, we can build outside here. But when you put down a specialist, that will grow the borders. And we said around a volcano, it is very good to get food. Right. And if we go back into Carthago here, what do we have? Well, we have these settlers here, right? We're working on a settler 1 turn away there. Okay, that's fine. Right now, you can see we're making 14 more food. The units will cost, but we're doing fine on this. And by the way, every unit we have belongs to a family. So you can see here, our slingers belong to this family. Here, you see the symbol there? The sage, the Didonians. Whatever they provide, that's going to be for that unit. But I'm out of time, guys. I guess once next turn happens, we can go over here and settle another city, or we can go elsewhere in the world and see if we can settle. But let me know if you like this. We can do another round of this. But otherwise, this is a quick look at Old World. They're still working on it. More to come here, I'm sure. I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.